Yeah, so I'm working on an idea I had when I woke up at the middle of the night. I couldn't sleep. I was debating on what to read or what to watch to kill some time. And I was just had this hankering for space opera garbage, Just something really cheesy, like Flash Gordon from the 1930s or something. So, but instead, I ended up looking at other people's reviews and stuff, and I started thinking, wait a minute, Carcass Crawler had stuff for OSE. And my first impulse was to make a Wretched space, but I don't know if my players will play Wretched. And my player base is not working with me on certain things. So, work with your player base on systems sometimes. One of my very rare accommodations, I guess. Remember Carcass Crawler had this sci-fi shit. Let's get around the idea. I'll do my next campaign. I think I'll let dwarves have blunderbusses and stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Then remember modern necessities. So I'm thinking of a blend of some of the more alien rip-off races in the Carcass Crawler series. The Kineticists, which is just a pale imitation of a Jedi. No magic. No magic except for maybe for Chaos Knight and Paladin. They actually have like miracle and diabolical powers at higher levels. So maybe doing Chaos Knights, Space Knights, kind of along the veins of 40k. The Hephaestion as a Vulcan type. And then making my own version of Kardashians, whatever. And just shoehorning this into a space opera setting using modern necessities and the ion, i.e. blaster, plasma, and laser templates out of the Carcass Crawler. Given the laser sword's sharpness qualities and using exploding dice for all firearms. And then using the modern necessities classes and some of the rules and mechanics for suppression fire and stuff like that. Grenades. You gotta have grenades. Thermite detonator, whatever. And blending retro 50s sci-fi shiny blue suits and a blade of armor of like aliens and stuff. You gotta have an Imperial big bad. You gotta have the guys on the outside. And no magic, but then using the illusionist class as mind witches or something. Just really debating about what races to use. I hate gnomes, so there'll be no space gnomes. There'll be space dwarves, a whole race of dour space gnomes from a heavy grav planet, and maybe Duergar from a white dwarf system. So you have space Duergar with blasters, or drow. Have space high elves and space drow. Hephaestions being like your Vulcans, and make a few races up. I'll make a few up, but not have it like the menagerie. You have like no more than 6 or 7 races. I don't have a menagerie, and there'd be a lot of monsters. Will be just animals, and then make them terrified to start shooting each other. Make them scared to shoot each other. Use your mind powers to avoid this fight. If blaster hits me, kill me. Yeah, so I'm kicking that idea out. It keeps my fingers busy. It may not come to anything, but it's an idea, and I will kick it around. Skeletons become skelelots. It's just an outline of a skeleton. One hit time. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to get retarded with this. Play around with it a little bit. And if the time opens up, I'll run a game or something. So I'm thinking about playing around with this. I'm already liking the heavy gunner. I was reading the heavy gunner from Modern Necessities. Like, that's cool. I could have a mutoid heavy gunner. A little froggy dude with mutations. I'm going to rob a lot of the mutations out of Mutant Future. I think they had a lot of cool mutant powers, so I'll expand the mutant abilities so the mutoids will be just whatever you want to design for an alien, but you just want to be a mutant. My name's Frodo, Bobby. That's Frodo Rocks. Give me the machine gun. Anyway, you come up with your ideas at like 3 in the morning when you can't sleep. You just wake up and go, oh, damn old man bladder. We'll step an hour. It'll be cool. Buck Rogers meets Star Trek, meets Star Wars, meets Spaceballs. Alright. Game well, game often, guys.